Butter. The golden stuff we all love. Love it or hate it though, the price of this is getting expensive. This is almost $8 when it's not on sale. Mind you, one grocery store in my area has it on sale every week. So that either influences my decision on where I go shopping or I have to make a special trip. Or we stockpile it in the freezer. I got like 10 of these down there. Coincidentally, cream. You can make your own butter by just putting this in a mixer. I'll show you how to do that. And we'll run down a couple numbers on if it's any cheaper to make it yourself or not. But after you're done with your butter, what do you do with it? Well, we all know what we do with butter. We bake with it, we cook with it, we just eat it on our bread. And some of us make compound butters. And some of us are afraid of making compound butters because we think we're going to screw it up. Well, today I'm also going to show you 4 very simple, easy compound butters that you can make. It'll give you an idea, a jumping off point where you can make your own delicious compound butters. Experiment and try around with it. There really is no right or wrong when it comes to this kind of stuff. But I will have all the ratios, ingredients that I used in these down in the description. I'm Executive Chef James MacInnis, and welcome to my kitchen. Starting out on the left, we have Canadian 35% cream, and on the right, we have some heavy whipping cream from Kroger over in Dearborn, Michigan. Now we're starting both mixers, the same mixer that is, 2 different times here. I like to start it a little bit on low for about a minute just to get the gear oil warmed up, and then we're going to let her go. You'll see that the American heavy whipping cream did get a lot thicker, and I did have to push the pin back into the head of the mixer arm there a few times, the neck. So basically what will happen is after you get whipped cream, it's going to take another 10 minutes or so. And you're going to break it down and actually separate the butter cream from the milk, or the buttermilk from the butter, I should say. And it's going to go real fast. Once it starts, you're going to see curd starting to form, and then it's almost instantly going to go and water out on you. So when I see it start to form, I turn my speed down a bit because it was starting to splash water up on me. And then when you're done, you have this big puddle of buttermilk and all this butter in your mixer. So now all I'm going to do is take it out of the mixer and then press it through a strainer so I can squeeze it over a strainer so I can get as much of the buttermilk off of it as I can. You could take the extra step after this and wash it by putting it in a cheesecloth and then putting it into an ice bath real fast and manipulating it a bit to clean off all the buttermilk. That'll make it last longer. And if you're making a lot of this for storage, you might want to do that. But if you're going to eat it relatively fast, like I'm making pretty small batches here, there's really no point in me washing it. But if it's something that's going to be kicking around in your fridge for a little bit, then you might want to consider washing it to get the same kind of longevity as you would out of the store-bought butter. That's up to you, really. It depends what you're going to do with it. So all I'm doing, I'm just making sure I get it all out of my bowl. I'm using gloves because, I don't want to get my hands all greasy. With a scale, you can see that we got just over 12 ounces of butter, and you can also see weight-wise how much buttermilk we also got. Okay guys, so we've got butter that we made from both Canadian 35% cream and American heavy whipping cream. Difference being in Canada, we put the fat content on our cream, whereas you just have words. So Google told me that this was between 36 to 40% fat. So as you can see, we have the separated butter creams from both batches. We have the butter that we made from both batches. We're gonna taste it all. This is take 2 because in take 1 my head wasn't visible. It's got a fresh taste, pretty fatty. Same thing. They taste almost the same. Put a little butter on my spoon. You didn't think I was going to swallow a spoon of butter, did you? No, it had a good mouthfeel. Definitely you can feel the butter fat. I mean, it is butter. Neutral, like I haven't salted these or done anything funny to them yet. So neutral and fresh. Feel like it could, a little bit of lemon would be nice. And salt. Now let's try the heavy whipping cream. Same thing. So I'm getting hints of Chardonnay and grass clippings. No, not a wine tasting, but no, I can't taste the difference between the two of them. They both taste very fresh. So if you can't make it across the border into the US to get extra heavy whipping cream, don't think you have to. The 35 does just good enough. Let's talk about money for one quick second. This carton was almost $3, and I got almost 7 ounces, like 6.5, I think. When butter's not on sale, and it goes on sale all the time, when it's not on sale, it's almost $8 here in Canada, 8 Canadian dollars. So that makes it, when I worked out the math, it makes it 60 cents a pound cheaper to buy your own butter, as opposed to making it. So you're not saving any money here, unless you want the buttercream, because we saw the yield on how much I got there with the scale. And if you want to buy that buttercream, that's going to cost you a couple dollars, like about $3 or $4 at the store. So you are saving money if you need buttercream too, which a lot of people, I mean, they sell it at the store, so a lot of you must use it for something. Anyways, let's move on to some compound butters next. I divided all of my compound butters into 4 portions, so you could try all 4 off of 1 pound. Now I thought we'd start off with a children's compound butter using butter, cinnamon, and sugar. I used 1 teaspoon each, cinnamon and sugar that is, into the butter. I mixed it up, and you can tell visually right away that it's done because of the color it turns. This would be great on some toast in the morning for the little guys. After you're satisfied with the taste, you might want to adjust it a bit yourself. Just put it away, put it off to the side, and move on to the next butter. We're going to use brown sugar and maple this time. I started out with a half a teaspoon of brown sugar and I think a half a teaspoon of maple. After I mixed it up and went to taste it, I wasn't exactly happy with it.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
So what I did was I added another half teaspoon of brown sugar, and then I added a little bit of salt. The salt really helped bring out the flavor of the maple, brought it up to another level. This would be a great compound butter if you wanted to put it on French toast, waffles, or pancakes in the morning. Absolutely delicious. So after you get the taste right that you like, go ahead and put it away. Let's move on to the third butter. We're going to start off yet again with more butter. I think you're getting the point of this by now. We're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of mustard powder. Then we're going to go with a tablespoon of chive, a squirt of lemon, some salt, and a whole tablespoon of goat's cheese. I love me some goat's cheese, and these soft kinds of cheeses go great in butter. So mix that up to a high speed, taste it. This goes great on crackers or as a little mix beside a cheese tray or a charcuterie board. You'll love it. So I did end up adding another squirt of lemon, but that's just me. Add some more butter to your mixer. Use some garlic, a whole tablespoon, maybe more. I didn't say garlic wrong. Some people, they crap on jarred garlic and they call it jarlic like an insult. So we added some Tabasco or Frank's Red Hot, a little Parmesan cheese, some salt, and I think that we did another squeeze of lemon out of the bottle there. Give it a good mix, bring it up to speed, make sure you like it, and then put it away. Okay? You got the point now what we're doing. We're tasting all of these compound butters as we go, adjusting little bits here and there to make sure that they're delicious. All right, and there you have it. 4 nice, quick, easy, simple compound butters from left to right. Let's taste these all on a cracker. We've got cinnamon and sugar. Perfect for your kids' breakfast toast. Oh yeah, that definitely tastes like one of those sweet things with 1,000 calories you're worried about giving your kids for breakfast. Except you made it from scratch. So you don't have to be quite as worried. 2. This was maple brown sugar. A little hit of salt really helps bring out the flavor of the maple. All right, now for us adults. We got goat cheese. We do this sometimes at the restaurant. We melt it on steaks. The goat cheese adds a very good tang to it. And finally, we got some garlic butter made with jarlic, as some of you guys like to call it. They're all good. And the point that I'm trying to make with the fact that I'm saying they're all good is that, to me, they're all really good. You might want to fine tune or tweak a little bit. That's fine. With a compound butter, although it sounds scary, like compound butter, you can put whatever you want in it. You really, the possibilities are endless. If you want to make something for seafood and put some paprika and tarragon in it, by all means, like just try different combinations. In the worst case, you don't like it, you start over. Anyways, thanks for following me this week on making our own butter from scratch and then making compound butters. I've been Executive Chef James MacInnis, and thanks for visiting me this week.